What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You made it to the end of beginner Pilates week and we get a nice big stretch today. We're going to focus on stretching the hips and mobilizing the spine a little bit, just taking some nice deep breaths. If you have anything like yoga blocks, a yoga bolster, a big throw pillow that you want to grab, I would go ahead and grab that. Sometimes it's good to have a little bit of cushioning, a little bit of support underneath you, and we're gonna go ahead and hop right in. We're gonna start off just coming into a child's pose. If you wanna bring your big toes together, open those knees out nice and wide, start to press your hips back towards your heels, reaching the arms out nice and long in front of you. Just let your head come down to your mat, and just start to breathe here. With every inhale, see if you can sink your chest a little bit lower into the mat, sink your hips a little bit closer to your heels. And just start to release any of that tension that you might be feeling in your upper body, in your hips, in your mind, in your breath. Just let it all go. On your next inhale, we'll walk both of our hands over to the right side of our mat. We'll find some length in the left side of our body. And I want you to bring your left ear, you can rest it onto your bicep or bring it down to the mat. We'll take the right hand, we're gonna reach it back behind us so we find a half wrap. Reaching the right hand back and around for the top of your left thigh. Now, if that doesn't work for you, just open that right arm back. You can reach your right hand towards your right foot. So we open up the chest and the shoulder just a little bit. Two big deep breaths here. On your next inhale, we'll take that right hand, we'll bring it back around to meet the left. Walk your hands back through center, sink into that child's pose for a second. Good, and then walk both of your hands over to the left side of the mat, finding length in the right side of the body. You can bring your right ear onto your right bicep, take that left hand, reach it back and around, taking that half wrap, reaching for the top of your right leg, opening that shoulder up. Now if the half wrap's not for you, if your shoulders just say no to that, just reach your left hand right to the back of your left hand to the back of your left foot. Good, 2 deep breaths here. Good, take that left hand, bring it back around to meet your right. Bring your hands out in front of you and we're gonna bring ourselves up into a tabletop position. You can bring your knees in a little bit closer and we're just gonna start to rock the hips from side to side. Good. When you're ready, go ahead and reset into that tabletop position. We're gonna inhale to dip the belly down, open up through the chest, draw all those shoulder blades together, pointing your gaze just slightly forward. Good, we'll exhale to push into the heels of the hands, curve the spine up, look back towards the tops of your legs. Good, we'll do that 2 more times. Inhaling to dip the belly down, we open up the chest, draw those shoulder blades together. Good, exhale, push into the heels of the hands, curve the spine up. Good, 1 more. Good, we'll reset down into that tabletop position. And I want you to take your right leg. We're gonna step that right leg so it comes in between the hands. So we find a nice low lunge. I like to walk my left knee out a little bit wider once I get there, and you can keep your hands on either side of your right foot. Just see if you can press your hips a little bit further forward. I want you to play around with this movement. And if you've got a block, now would be a good time to grab onto that block. You can grab one, grab two if you got them. Oh. What I like to do with my blocks here is just bring them to either side of my foot so I can elevate my chest just a little bit and come a little bit deeper into that lunge. You'll feel a really big release to the front of your left hip and even the inside of the right hip just a little bit. Good, we'll take one more deep breath here. And then on your next inhale, we're gonna push the hips back, lengthening out through that right leg. Nice strong half split. This is also a good spot for the blocks. Elevates you a little bit, helps you to maintain some length in your spine. And you can rock back onto the right heel so you get that big release at your calf and your hamstring. And we'll just take two big deep breaths here. Good, your next inhale will reset into that low lunge. And I want you to walk your hands to the inside of your right foot. We're gonna take lizard pose. I'm gonna stay up on my hands, but if you wanna come down to the forearms, you're welcome to walk the forearms down. But hands is a good spot to be. Good, just take some nice deep breaths here. Big release in the hips. Good, one more deep breath. On your next inhale, we're just gonna step that right foot back. So we come back into our tabletop. It doesn't have to be graceful, you just wanna get there. Reset that tabletop, take a nice deep breath, shake out the hips a little bit if that feels okay. And then we'll just do the same thing on the other side. Inhaling to step that left foot forward. We'll find our nice low lunge. Grab onto blocks if you need them to elevate your chest. Good, maybe walk that right knee out a little bit further. And then just gently press your hips forward. Take those big deep breaths. We'll take one more deep breath here. Good, and then we'll inhale to extend that left leg, push the hips back towards the heels, find that nice strong half split. You can lift up onto the left heel. That's gonna give you a little bit of a deeper release, pulling the toes back towards you. Good, big deep breath. One more here. And then we'll inhale to bring it back in through center. Walk both of those hands over to the inside of the left foot. We'll take lizard from here, staying up on the hands. If you want to come down to the forearms, again, you're welcome to do that. Just feel that big release in your hips, wherever that is for you, the inside, the outside. Good, we'll take two more deep breaths here. And then on your next inhale, we're gonna step that left foot back. So we come back into our tabletop. You can move your blocks out of the way if you've got them. All we're gonna do here is swing the legs around so that we come into a seated position. We'll take a couple seated stretches from here. So once you are ready, go ahead and sit things down. We're gonna extend that right leg out nice and long in front of us. Take the left knee, bend your left knee, bring the left foot to the inside of your right leg. We're gonna square ourselves off towards the bent knee and then take the right arm. You're gonna slide that right arm so it comes to the inside of your right leg. Good, and then we'll take that left arm, we're gonna reach it up and around overhead. So you find that nice big side bend, reaching for the toes on that left side. Good, we'll take one more deep breath here. And then on your next inhale, we're gonna take that left arm, we'll rotate it down towards the mat so that we square off towards our right leg. And we'll take that nice big forward fold, reaching the forehead down to the knee. With every inhale, see if you can sink a little bit deeper into that fold. Releasing all that tension from the upper body. Well, we'll take one more deep breath here. And then start to walk yourself back up through to a seated position. We're just gonna switch out the leg, so however you wanna get there. Swing things around. Left leg's gonna go out right in front of you. We'll bend the right knee, bring your right foot to the inside of the left leg, and then we square off to the bent knee. So open those shoulders up. We'll take the left arm, slide it through to the inside of that left leg, and we're gonna reach the right arm up and over. Find that nice big side bend. Take some deep breaths. Maybe get a little bit deeper into that side bend if you can. All these muscles through the side of our body are notoriously tight. So take some deep breaths. Good, we'll take one more deep breath. Whew. And then we're gonna square the upper body off towards that left leg. Take that nice big fold over your left leg, letting your forehead sink down towards your knee. Maybe with every inhale, you sink a little bit deeper into that fold. Just collapsing the upper body down, letting gravity do a little bit of the work. You can release the tension, it's okay. Good, we'll take two more big deep breaths here. And then once you're ready, go ahead and start to walk yourself back up. So we come back up into that seated position. You're gonna lengthen that right leg out in front of you, and then we're gonna lay all the way down onto our mat. Head comes back. Left foot's gonna be down on the mat. I want you to take the right ankle, cross it over the top of your left knee. So we find that nice figure four stretch. Now you can stay right here. If this feels okay for you, right here is perfect. If you want a little bit more, I want you to pull your legs in towards your chest, lifting that left foot. You're gonna grab for the inside of your left leg, interlacing your fingers behind that left hamstring. And just gently, really gently, pull your legs in. Find that spot that you feel the release through the outside of the right hip and just hold it there. Good. Let your breath get you a little bit deeper into that stretch. And just feel your body sink down into the mat. Good, we'll take 2 more deep breaths here. Good, and then once you're ready, you can unhook the fingers, let that left foot come down to your mat. We'll uncross the right ankle from the top of that left leg and then just drop your knees from side to side. So you get that big release. Good, we'll do the same thing on the other side. When you're ready, just keep that right foot down on the mat, cross the left ankle over the top of the right knee. And again, you can stay right here. This is a stretch. This is enough, right? If this feels good for you, stay here. If you want a little bit more, you're gonna lift that right foot up, reach your hands behind that right hamstring, and then interlace your fingers together, just gently pulling your legs in a little bit closer to you with every breath. With every inhale, see if maybe you can pull your leg in a little bit closer, or just sink down a little bit more into that mat. Good. Good, we'll take 1 more deep breath here. And then once you're ready, go ahead and unhook those fingers. Let the right foot come down to your mat, uncross that left ankle, and then just drop your knees from side to side. Take that nice big breath. Good. Okay. Good. From here, that's gonna wrap us up. So if you need any more stretches, I'm gonna link a yoga playlist up in the cards. If you're ready to come on up, just go ahead and rock onto your right side. We'll extend that left leg out, push ourselves up so we come up through seated, and then you can bring the legs in, find a cross-legged position. That's where I'm gonna leave you. Remember, you guys are awesome. You did awesome this week. Good job, those of you that completed the whole beginner Pilates week. You are truly, truly awesome. And I'll see you guys back here in our next video. I'm actually gonna see you tomorrow if you wanna try a little bit of a more advanced Pilates workout. That's gonna be coming tomorrow, and I'll see you guys back here soon. I just can't resist you. You got me thinking